Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is TBR Schmitt. This is my wife Samantha.
Hello.
And today we are watching Ocean's 12. What do you know about this movie?
It's a sequel to Ocean's 11.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That we just watched. So I'm assuming we get one more person on the crew. I'm assuming it's probably a similar premise to the first film, just going to be like a different type of heist.
Right.
I would imagine most of the cast is returning, with maybe an addition
of someone else.
Yeah. And then you had something to clarify.
Yeah, so in the first movie, I talked about me seeing Ocean's 11 and 12. We have both seen Ocean's 8, and I couldn't remember if I saw Ocean's 13. I just assumed I have. But after we watched Ocean's 11, I started to remember a little bit more. And actually, everything that I remember is Ocean's 13. And I don't remember anything from Ocean's 12, which means I likely have not seen Ocean's 12. So,
and you were just looking at like stills.
Yeah. So it's like, I remembered certain scenes. So I Googled those scenes and all of them were in Ocean's 13. So I was like, damn, I mean, I only remembered 2 movies. I just assumed I've seen all 3, but I actually think I must have skipped 12. So I'm going into this not knowing anything about it. If at some point I start to remember something, then I will make sure I don't spoil anything, or because I've seen the third one, if anything pops up where I'm like, oh, that might be a hint or a clue to the third one, I'll make sure not to spoil anything. But I genuinely believe I have not seen this movie.
Yeah, which is cool.
Yeah.
It'll go in for a first time watch for both of us. But I really enjoyed Ocean's 11 a lot. The storyline is really good. Great cast, obviously. So I'm really excited to see kind of how this one's going to play out.
Yeah, and I know, I guess the consensus is that 12 takes a dip in quality and that 13 is more in line with the original. So we'll see if that's true or not for our opinion, but I'm sure we'll have a good time regardless.
Yeah. So I'm excited.
So if you'd like to see the full length reaction for this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you'd like to interact with us on our Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, let's get into the movie. Little wet, huh? Rome in the past.
So I wonder if this was before.
Yeah, 3.5 years ago to what?
Yeah, before Ocean's 11.
We had a big breakthrough in the Bulgari case.
Really?
She a cop?
Yeah.
The left heel was worn way down.
Uh-oh.
Huh.
Time for some new boots.
We found a hair.
Oh, dude, hair?
His DNA, what kind of conditioner he uses.
I'm just gonna have a shower. Don't let me keep you up.
Time to get the hell out of here.
And you are Mr.
Diaz. Miguel Diaz.
That's not your name.
You know, I was once in a vault while I was being robbed.
That must have been quite an experience.
I was the one robbing it.
He's retired, just retired. And, I love art, obviously.
She doesn't love that paint. So it seems like they've settled down after robbing Vegas.
You're doing recon work on our anniversary?
Want me to talk?
Mm-hmm.
Words and everything. That's what they make flowers.
Oh, these two guys.
What's wrong?
There's water in the basement and the pilot light is out.
Hang up.
Oh, is that their code? Man, they did not stay hidden very well, I guess.
Hello, Tess.
Honestly, was not anticipating him being in the sequel.
Yeah.
The money that your husband and his 10 friends stole from me, with interest.
I'm sure they've probably spent some of it.
You'll never find them. They're way too smart for you.
I mean, you found them once.
I'm not the only person in the world looking for Ocean's 11.
How far was he?
Well, I think he's just running. I don't think he's coming home.
Oh.
All the guys at Lean Machine Inc., Bobo, Mullet Head, and everyone else.
Named every single person.
Walk.
He likes this cane.
You with all your connections? What was that?
This place is a mess.
At least he was spending his money.
Probably a lot easier to find, though.
What is he doing with everyone, though?
Oh, she kind of...
Man, they are everywhere. All around the world.
Well, it's up. You can't none of the lyrics.
I didn't even notice that it was all getting beeped out. Man, he's having a great time.
There appears to be a slight problem with your card.
Oh, is it shattered?
Todd said I would understand.
No, Mr. Benedict.
Benedict.
Terry Benedict. Oh, Terry.
Oh, fuck.
And I say to her, Mom?
Mom?
What
the fuck?
Thanks for letting me finish.
You're a funny guy.
That was terrible.
Anything on my health, my hips are bothering.
Please.
This? You couldn't see this?
It says do not disturb.
It's me.
It's Topher Grace. Look rough. Is this for a gig?
Jeez, Topher, you didn't have to go all Frankie Muniz on her.
I love her, but she is driving me crazy.
Donna?
Cabalic crap doesn't even work.
Rusty, call for you.
So Rusty bought this hotel?
Gone out to your favorite car of all the 17 that you own, and as soon as you turn on the ignition...
Oh!
You got 2 weeks.
Oh. Quite a threat.
He called it Ocean 11. Now, who decided that?
Danny, it was one job that we did together, so I don't know where this whole, like, proprietary stance comes.
Make the argument that because it was in fact Danny's idea, maybe
No,
it should
hang
be...
on a minute.
That's what they're hung up on?
This is not important.
Assuming Benedict gives us prime +1, which I doubt, figure 19 to be safe.
Dang.
I saw the signs.
So he made money.
I spent about $1 million, mostly on talent development.
Then I owe 6.
How? What?
I've been staying at my parents'.
I owe 25.
25?
Wait, I thought they only owed 19.
He's in. He's losing money on this hotel.
The last check I write to bounce.
I mean, he's almost gone anyways. Might as well just spend that money, live it up these 13 days.
Well, now we're too hot to work anywhere in this country. So we go abroad. Where are we going? Amsterdam.
Oh, no way.
Don't tell Danny.
They know something.
Yeah.
You're not sure? No, I am. It's just, but if I had a question. Okay. 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 Awesome. Thank you. Yeah. I almost wasn't gonna come over and say anything. Then I'd still be sleeping.
It's so weird to see Matt Damon such like a passive role. All right. Well, so far, zero memory of this. I've never seen something with them in Amsterdam.
Confirmation.
Is that Catherine Zeta-Jones?
Yeah.
Is that what they didn't want to tell Danny about, maybe?
Maybe. So she moved to Amsterdam?
I guess so. I guess they picked jobs based off of the women they used to be with.
We'll dream he has fallen asleep in front of the television. He will wake up in front of the television. Would you agree?
What? Yes.
Then Thanksgiving and Halloween would fall on the same day. Yeah. Hey.
What are they saying?
They said he had his own language.
I watched my mother kill a spider. I realized it was not a spider. It was my Uncle Harold.
Oh. Are they just fucking with them, hopefully?
Stars to fill my dreams.
You just offended him. He's outside.
This close to losing that. Okay, I don't even understand what happened. A semi-known wealthy recluse. His store is his privately owned home, which no one ever enters. House is extremely well protected.
Breaking into a house to steal antiques.
It's like a fortress.
Gonna give us enough to buy a few weeks extension for Benedict.
You owe.
Damn, that's what their plan is?
Doesn't this guy believe in fresh air?
He opens the second floor window every now and then.
What does that mean?
Means he opens the second floor window every now.
Telephone repair truck, right? Basket up to the second floor, telescoping rod.
Dumb idea. One lane, one-way street.
I don't think we need to be the kind of organization that labels people.
What, would you call Emily Dickinson a freak?
Emily Dickinson.
Well, I gotta sit down on the toilet, otherwise I'm gonna shit on your feet.
This is a lot of work for $2 million. They have 10 days left.
Yeah, I mean, they got to try to get to the next job.
Also, technically, Ocean's 12 is now Ocean's 10 because they lost Saul.
Anybody remember that scene in Miller's Crossing when John Turturro begs for his life?
No, we haven't seen that. Don't spoil anything.
How's the hotel business? I go into some place and all I can do is see the angles. It's what I do. It's what I've always done. Some sort of weird irony, you know?
Talking to yourself.
We can't kill the whole house. They did it with the Leaning Tower of Pizza.
There's 30 pylons. Cut them, insert the jacks, and crank away.
They need to raise the house.
Yeah, to what though?
There's some sort of limitation that they're off by a few inches. I don't know what that plan is, but they need a couple of inches.
Looks pretty attached to me.
Man, this equipment must have cost more than $2 million. I mean, I guess this job is just to get to the next job, but still. I assume that was a success?
Yeah.
His string of high-profile crimes are an embarrassment to our branch. Pursue thieves like the Night Fox.
This guy.
Yeah, he wants to interrupt so bad.
What?
Man, how do they get the Night Fox on their team? I know these boots.
Oh.
Is that a fake wall?
Or they like filled it.
Uh-oh.
We know each other.
I think I saw you yesterday.
Is this back in the day, right? Because his hair is different?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I'm quite sure it was you.
What if she's the Night Fox? She was saying something about the long con.
He lifted the whole house?
The whole house.
That's where he got the idea.
Check the pylons, they'll be elevated. The Americans.
Oh, cool. We get to see it. Oh, damn. I thought they like used it to get in, but this is what they used. Wow.
Kind of wild that they fully got into this house and they took one thing.
Yeah, right? Why not just take a ton of stuff?
Why would they bring the drill if they weren't planning to use it?
It just opened up.
Oh!
Someone was already there.
And you are? You can call me the Night Fox.
The Night Fox sold him out? Fuck this guy.
Didn't your insurance cover what was stolen?
Of course.
So you're asking them to double your money? It's on your desk.
Damn.
Night Fox was here at the same time as the Americans. Why?
That's what we're gonna find out.
I wonder if the Night Fox did this to use that crew for a different job.
Yeah, because did the Night Fox still give the document to Matsui?
Probably not. I mean, because he hired Matsui, so this was all just an elaborate ruse to get that recording. Maybe it was just like a test, you know? If they could get that job done, then Night Fox would use him for something else.
Wat een jarentijd.
Damn, what'd she say? Make fun of his niece or whatever?
Turn down service for Mr. Ryan.
Hi.
Is everyone just in the closet?
Nice room. You have it all to yourself?
Just me in here.
You here to take me in?
It's not as if you stole something.
It's true, they did nothing.
Did he leave you a message? What about the figurine? You still have it?
If she knows all this, you might as well just talk to her.
Well, there's only one, maybe two great nail salons in Amsterdam.
Oh, Frank, you and your nails.
She gave us a name, didn't she? One phone call, we're gonna find out everything there is to know about this guy.
How? Oh. That's a way to get him out. Oh, man. Be gentle with him.
All right, I got it. The team's in Barcelona, the bag's in Madrid.
Man, they can't believe they lost him.
You ever notice that Tess looks
Ooh,
exactly
don't ever ask
like
that, ever. But I can't talk about it, and I can't talk about why.
Who does she look like? Julia Roberts?
I don't think so.
I mean, she is Julia Roberts.
Oh, I thought they were talking about
Catherine Zeta.
Yeah.
No, they're talking about Tess. What about peeing and pooping?
Want to watch something? The game's on.
No, no.
Man, we're down to 8 people.
What did Danny want?
Nothing.
Oh, is this Night Fox?
Father was a French industrialist, mother was Italian nobility. The bad news is he's rich, he's bored, and he's talented.
I never would have thought it would have been that easy.
Respond. How?
In kind.
Oh, shit.
Well, you see, last month I was in Portugal to see my mentor.
Lamarck.
So he's still alive?
Accept my challenge and win. I promise I'll pay your debt to Benedict.
Okay.
Doesn't really have much of a choice.
Right?
What are we stealing?
The famous Fabergé coronation egg. The egg left Paris this morning on its way to Rome.
Back to Rome.
You'll have 48 hours to steal it before your deadline's up.
And tell him I'm being a nice guy. And tell him he dresses like a gigolo.
Dang, that's a lot of telling him.
Can I get a coffee?
Papa.
Rusty give her that girl as the assistant?
No.
So-
He was talking about her on the phone.
Oh.
But he also has one.
Ryan and his friends did the Bellagio casino heist in 2000.
Oh, man. He's right here for you.
Listen to me.
Agent Lahiri.
107.
And the egg is right there, too.
Philly is hitting something.
Oh, yeah, he made its way back. I forgot that he was in the suitcase. Just let him. He's been stuck in a bag for days.
You say the egg will be stolen. Then you say Lamarck already stole 24 years ago.
It was already stolen?
You requisitioned 30 of my men for 3 months and made 0 arrests.
It's not good results.
I won't do it again.
Dang, so she has no support.
10:10, I leave the cafe. Proceed west. 10:11,
Approach the Spanish Steps from the south.
It's a great model.
I know.
we head north. 10:25, Turk and I make the drop. All right.
It's very down to the minute.
Yeah.
Like one tiny thing goes wrong, the whole schedule gets thrown off.
He's missing 2 Monets, a Turner, and a Dubga. There's some surveillance video, but I haven't been able to confirm that yet.
Man, she's gonna go meet, what is it, Night Fox?
Got it, doesn't have to move.
Oh, what?
I was wondering what they were going to replace it with.
When did you leave the message?
2 days ago. She had your phone.
You should have maybe shared that information.
Yeah.
Well, you better hear.
So, who's got my money?
The plan might be scrapped.
Who has got my bloody money?
Jesus.
Pretty shaky there.
Why accept his challenge?
Because he'll lose.
But how can you beat him?
We can't.
You're not making any sense.
Okay.
What if they team up so that they beat the Night Fox, but then they give the
And
Night
get him.
Fox to her?
I knew it was you.
Why didn't you say something? I didn't want it to end.
You assumed it would.
Okay, so she's willing to maybe be a little gray.
The next time I see you, I'm arresting you. And Ocean.
She doesn't even know that her appointment's with the Night Fox. And that would be way bigger on like her resume.
Yeah. I mean, she literally had like a
Whole presentation.
speech on it.
Oh, what are you doing?
I kind of had a feeling she was going to do that.
Did you?
Yeah.
I had no idea. But it makes sense because she's kind of willing to play in the middle.
I mean, is this though? She's trying to do the right thing.
Still doing a wrong thing to get it done.
Yeah.
Do you have any enemies?
You have 11 of them, at least.
Metal detectors, extra cameras.
Oof.
I'll just give you the names. Okay.
Oh, they were all on camera? Stealing the paint? Come on, guys.
Hello.
And so the Night Fox, I feel like, broke multiple rules.
Of the challenge.
Yeah, again, because he already ratted them out once. Now he just ratted them out again. Because now they're all identified.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about all, but more.
He's just mean-spirited. All right, how many espressos do you have? 5. Yeah, come on.
Wait, the Night Fox come in and change all his...
Maybe, I don't know.
You think I handled this wrong? I was too forceful. I was too American. She's different.
Great pour.
But given its location, you're biased against it.
I feel like having a tattoo as a thief, it's like not a great idea.
Yeah. Any like identifiable markings.
Yeah.
It's also so wild that that's the display for that egg. Like, it's just out.
Right.
I mean, obviously it's still going to be hard, but...
It's not like encased in glass. At the door. Wasn't he on camera?
I don't think they were.
I don't remember which ones were on camera, but... Who are you two gentlemen? Okay, well this cuts the crew in half.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. You just gotta watch him get arrested. Yeah, see, it's easy to win when you get your competition arrested.
He has a smirk on his face, so...
I mean, Rusty did know that she was gonna meet with the guy who got the painting stolen.
Right.
So they would know that the Night Fox was gonna meet with her. So maybe they anticipated.
I don't know, just like the first movie, like they had already done the robbery.
Oh, what the fuck? He had cameras inside of their...
He stitched us up twice in 2 weeks. All over his ego.
All right, let's just stay on point here.
Is this who's left? Just
yeah,
3?
I think so.
Soft shoulder.
Not enough people.
Hell in a handbasket.
We can't train a cat that quickly.
Just run in and grab it.
She can get near the egg during daylight hours with at least half the system shut down.
Man, we gotta bring in Tess?
I know Danny would be thrilled if you were here to meet him in Rome when the job is finished. He misses you like crazy.
You're not even gonna tell her that...
Yeah.
And Danny would be even more thrilled if you were on the 7 p.m. out of JFK, which means you have to leave.
Oh, unless they're talking in code, obviously.
Yeah, I guess when he booked it out at the first time.
I thought they would probably... I was like, man, you're lying to Tess, but I'm sure Tess knows the situation.
Yeah. Or maybe they're lying just to get her there and then they're gonna tell her. I mean, they're gonna have to tell her at some point. But maybe that was telling her.
Man, this Night Fox does not play fair. Ratted them out twice and has cameras, and I assume probably mics in their like little lair.
So did you have a nice flight? We weren't quite sure if you were a window or aisle person.
How long's Danny been in jail? He told me everything was fine. He lied right to me.
Due to certain personnel
shortages.
We can make the suite available. No, no trouble at all. I mean,
a heavier set Southern woman?
I'm confused by the pillow. Or is she pregnant?
Oh, maybe it's...
Sta arrivando Julia Roberts.
Oh my god, she's playing Julia Roberts?
I mean, I assumed it was Julia Roberts, but I was confused by the accent.
We needed someone famous!
Where did you get someone famous?
Think 4 weddings and a funeral. Just protect your fake baby.
Welcome back, Julia Roberts.
Thank you, she's very tired. Thank you.
What the?
I'm being I just thought I saw a friend of mine, that's all.
Uh-oh, but that might ruin the plan.
They need Bruce in on this.
I just can't.
Tess, we're out of time
Julia,
here.
please.
Right, Julia.
More personal than your husband doing 25 to life.
Right, he will not do 25 to life. Benedict will have him killed.
The last thing in the world this is going to be is personal.
Oh.
Danny, I know. Of course.
Danny!
No. I mean,
Danny?
tell him what happened with Marcy,
I will.
Glenn.
I'm confused. Does he think she's Julia Roberts or Tess?
Julia Roberts. But I don't know where Danny comes in.
Yeah.
Is Julia Roberts' real husband named Danny or something?
Hey, Jules,
Yes.
that reminds me.
Okay.
You know, I've been meaning to call you.
The Danny thing threw me off.
Anyway, Tallulah left her SpongeBob blanket in the red casita.
Uh-oh.
call Marcus and have him get a hold of Louise so we
Okay.
can make arrangements to send someone down there to get it.
Bruce, is he in on this?
Hello?
Hello, Marcus.
No, it's Julia. I'm sorry, can I just talk to him for a
Did
second?
it drop out and lose it?
Yes, it fell out.
Well,
God.
oh God.
What happened? Another phone.
He's a doctor.
What happened to Dr. Weber?
Oh, ow. Sick on vacation. Don't even take that. Sick on vacation.
Someone get Bruce out of here.
2-1, they don't make it to the museum.
5-1, they don't make it to the egg room.
Man, thank God Saul showed up.
Yeah.
Who are you talking about?
Isabel.
Yeah. I mean, the movie still totally works for me, but... Great.
God damn it, Bruce is tagging along?
Mothers routinely give birth in rice paddies and then go right back to work.
I just don't know how this is going to work when there's less people to distract, you know?
Yeah, this is rough. And Bruce is not helping. Also, what was the Night Fox's plan? Like, what happens if they get there and it's already gone? Somebody say something.
Doctor, you might want to call the rice paddy now.
Is that it?
The museum.
I think so. And she just watched it happen.
Bring it.
Can you hear me, J-Mo? Talk to me.
Why is it fluttering?
That's it, we're done here. No more pictures.
Are they gonna get out?
Can't let you leave unless you sign something for him.
Oh,
Would
no,
you mind?
that's very unorthodox.
Oh, aren't you a lefty? I thought you were a lefty.
Oh,
Pregnant women become ambidextrous. It's
Oh,
a, it's a-
Oh, thanks so much. This is great.
jeez.
Taos, New Mexico to LA, where you have a 1 o'clock meeting.
I don't think we've met Bruce.
Bruce is like, you kind of look like Catherine Zeta-Jones. Okay, well, that went horrible unless it didn't.
But where's the egg?
It was in the briefcase.
Was it though?
We don't know. Hey, at least she has a pillow. What happens if he slipped it into Bruce's, like, it's too heavy? Man, they parked real well. Straight line.
You Lahiri? There seems to be some irregularity with your paperwork. Commissario?
That's what happens when you forge signatures.
Was it worth it?
That one. Let's start with that one.
Oh, no.
Plead your walk with parole. For a moment there, I was already forgetting your name.
Just hang on a sec.
This has to all be part of a greater plan.
Yeah, there's no way that it all went this terribly.
Ocean's 13 is just 13 completely different people because they're all in prison. Trying to think, okay, so extradited back onto a plane, so that gets them out of Italy. So if this is still part of the plan somehow.
Yeah.
Right. Thanks.
Okay.
Let me guess, he pulled a Lost in Translation on you? That's his idea of fun for first timers.
Haven't seen Lost in Translation, so.
I don't know, but this is confirmation that
Danny and Rusty appreciate the great job you did. In a tight jam, I'm really proud of you.
Is this his mom?
You told Dad? Told Dad? Great. He's gonna be dining out on this one for months.
Dad. And that
Ow.
is making me a master thief. For ruining our third anniversary.
Give us the reveal. How did it all go down?
Sorry that I made you a thief.
Master.
It's Bruce Willis.
So Bruce wasn't part of the plan.
No.
Follow it. That's Ryan's car. Follow that one.
So they already split up.
Is this just for her and Ryan? Or Rusty?
Your mom lied to you. He's a lie.
What are you talking about?
There's nothing back there but a Ford's 1077.
Who had that bag earlier?
It was on the couch.
He's a lawyer now?
Questo mettono in galleria.
Ah, I suoi ospiti sono in veranda.
Guess, huh?
You both recognize that I'm the best, and I'll tell you my secret.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll tell you you're the best after you tell us how you did.
Did they swap it with like a fake egg? So he stole something fake?
How can I refuse a dying man's last request?
I mean, we saw there is a fake because they were practicing with it.
Right.
How'd you get past the ground sensors? Why did my recon team see?
What can you see?
This is why the recon team didn't see? You just kind of dance your way through the lasers?
I mean, he was practicing up on the roof, but they're unpredictable, so it's like...
Yeah, and you can't possibly see all of those lasers. I guess this is what makes him the greatest. Okay.
Made it look so effortless. Honestly, I thought they were gonna just say he like dropped in from, like just bypassed the room entirely.
If you can just get us our money.
You didn't win. You don't look anything like her. Eventually the note.
How'd you do it? They must have stole it
from him.
Spoke to Lamarck.
Spoke to Lamarck.
Spoke to Lamarck.
Is that Catherine Zeta-Jones' dad?
I'm sure I provoked him by agreeing with my American friend that you might be better than him. You must assume he will have you under surveillance everywhere you go.
Wow.
The real egg, carried in a backpack on a train.
No way. So that's what the backpack is. Wow, that's the egg. Just right there. This is the confusion. That was great. Man, so the fake egg that they were practicing with was just...
Was the real egg?
Paintings are in a high-security warehouse in Milan.
Both of you, could please.
Yeah, but the money.
Yeah. Or is he gonna leave the money where the paintings are?
Still a great thief, but he breaks a bunch of rules.
He helped with the whole Night Fox thing.
What's his name?
I've only known him as Lamarck.
The greatest thief. He's the lawyer from Aaron Brockovich. He was also in Jason Bourne.
Where the hell have you been?
Waiting.
Oh my God.
So, we done?
Wow.
Can't say that nobody's ever gonna try to rob from you again.
Yeah, who's this?
Better not be, Ruben. Better not be.
Oh. What is the Night Fox gonna do?
Take all that money?
You're all under arrest.
She better be cool after all this. All right, that was Ocean's 12. What'd you think?
That was great.
That was a lot of fun. I mean, the comments said that there was a little bit of a drop off between 11 and 12. I do think 11 is a little bit better, but this was also a ton of fun.
No, I liked this a lot. I think it was a really good sequel. It isn't identical to the first film, which I feel like is good for a sequel to have like a different plot line.
Yeah.
We brought back good majority of the characters, if not all of them.
I think all of them. It's just not all of them played a part.
Yes. And then we obviously had the addition of Catherine Zeta-Jones, which was huge. I mean, she's fantastic. And I loved how that story kind of made like a difference, I guess, in this film. Made it feel different than the first film.
Yeah, because I feel like the first film, it's very much about the crew, and all of them have pretty significant roles. All of them have their moments.
Yeah.
This one, yeah, we did bring everyone back, but even like Bernie Mac, he was barely in the movie because he was in prison the whole time.
Yeah.
And like a lot of the other crew members, it's not like they did very much of anything. So I think it was very heavy on like Danny and Rusty and Catherine Zeta-Jones and Matt Damon. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like the, top talent, I guess, the real A-listers of the crew had a lot more screen time and it was a lot more centered around them. It did feel a lot different than 11, but I still very much enjoyed it.
Yeah, absolutely. And there was a lot like riding against them, I guess, in this film, like a lot more than the first film. The first film was very kind of straightforward
let's steal money.
Yeah, like robbery film.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, like they had the night
Fox.
I was gonna say night owl. The Night Fox that they were going up against. Obviously, Catherine Zeta-Jones' character as well. And then you have the return of Benedict.
Yeah, so they had a lot of issues.
Yeah.
And there was a clock, like they had to get it all done before then. So it added an extra layer of, I guess, tension or just stakes. Like the stakes were much higher because if they failed, then they're either in prison or they're dead. Like even like that one moment where it was just like, oh, don't worry, he's not going to do 25 years to life because he's going to die immediately in prison. So it's like they had to succeed or else they were in jail or dead. Whereas in the first one, if the plans like didn't really work out, they still could maybe get out of that situation. And just the worst consequence they would have is that they just didn't steal money.
Right. They were going to lose everything that they had worked for, or I guess go to prison.
Possibly.
That's always a factor in the films. And then obviously having Catherine Zeta-Jones' dad kind of reveal in the film, and also the history with her and Rusty as well. I thought they had a ton of chemistry. It was like a great pairing, I guess.
Yeah.
I love the pairing between Danny and Tess anyways. So it was nice kind of to see a little bit of a time jump with Rusty as well.
Yeah.
And a little bit of background there. And obviously that hotel scene was hilarious, watching him just like dip out after she was like, well, we found boots and whatever the other things were that they were like, oh, we're gonna find this guy. And he's like, okay.
Bye, jumping out of a window. Yes, I feel like there was just so much more in this movie because kind of like you said, the first one is a lot more simple and straightforward. This, it's like, we were in Amsterdam stealing a package and we're meeting all of these side characters and we have Benedict on our backs and we have this night fox guy and stuff. And it's like, and then splitting up the crew so much, going to Italy, like it was just jam-packed of different problems that they had to keep coming up with solutions for, even in different heists and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was just, I don't want to say it was hard to follow, but it definitely wasn't as like linear as the first one.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some clues that you can kind of pick up on to kind of figure out how things really happened, but you're kind of in the dark for like a lot of this movie.
Absolutely. I think maybe a second or third viewing, you're going to pick up on a lot more things. Obviously, like they showed us that backpack earlier on and it was like, okay, why are you showing us this backpack? It seems to be important. So why? But I definitely didn't guess that the egg was just in there.
Yeah, I mean, they did talk about like decoys and like different things and stuff. So, but it just doesn't really totally click in your head when you're watching it the first time. So maybe watching it again, you would see a lot more clues.
Yeah.
But I do feel like this one has a lot more, oh, here's a big reveal type of thing.
Yeah.
Even with like Linus, I think that's Matt Damon's character.
Yeah, his mom.
His mom coming. That was great. Yeah.
I loved that too, because I forgot that he was like a descendant of like a crime family.
Right, yeah.
And obviously he was going to be the one to make the switcheroo of that backpack. I mean, that's why they hired him.
Right.
In the first film. So that scene, obviously in the train, once you know that it's in the bag, it's like, okay, of course it's going to be him.
But even like, if you look at it, the perspective, I guess you're looking at this movie through the perspective of the Night Fox, because a huge portion of this movie is just fake.
Yes.
It's just fake to trick the Night Fox. Like they had already gotten the egg at the very beginning. So everything you're watching, even all of that stress of like them getting arrested, all of that was planned and expected and stuff. So I feel like in the first movie, one of the big reveals is like they're the SWAT team or something.
Yeah.
But that's like at the very end. This, it's like, holy shit, I guess half this movie we were just getting tricked also.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that obviously things didn't go 100% according to plan, because Linus was like, oh, the fact that we had to call my mom in and like you told my dad and whatever. So bringing her into the situation was probably not part of the original plan.
Right.
But, things are ever changing, and especially because they knew that the Night Fox would be watching.
Yeah, which that's another crazy thing. Like when you see that reveal, you're like, oh man, the Night Fox is so dirty.
Yeah.
He still is, but it's like, oh, they
knew.
They knew the whole time.
Yeah. So very interesting. Obviously, I think the Night Fox should have known better to know that they would just go to Lamarck.
I want to talk about that too.
Yeah.
Like, is the Danny Ocean crew better than the Night Fox?
Or did they just cheat the system more than
him?
Yeah. But I mean, I guess that's part of it though. Like, that's part of being good, is having
those connections.
Yeah, and being one step ahead of your competitor.
But it's just crazy how all of this really just stems because Lamarck, right? Is it Lamarck?
Lamarck, I think.
Just a conversation where he's just like, oh, that Danny Ocean's so good. And then that just pisses him off. But then the only reason they beat the Night Fox is because Lamarck gives him the actual information.
Yeah, and obviously the Night Fox has like some confidence, ego.
Yeah, he has some issues.
Some issues, yeah. But I mean, it made for an interesting dynamic that you're now also competing with someone else who is very good. I mean, obviously Catherine Zeta-Jones had a full presentation on him, and they don't know like pretty much anything about him.
They still don't.
Yeah.
And he can do everything by himself, which is insane.
Yeah.
So I still think he's the better thief. He
got outsmarted, and I think it does have a lot to do with his ego.
Right.
Yeah.
If he was a nicer person or something, then maybe Lamarck would have given him the heads up.
Or if he wasn't like revealing to Danny, like, well, he said you were better, so blah, blah, blah. Like, this is why I want to compete and stuff, for Danny to just be like, okay.
But then
and
the Night Fox broke a ton of rules, which technically the Ocean crew did not. They just got information, but that wasn't like an illegal thing within the rules of being
challenge.
A thief. Yeah.
Yeah.
The egg is also interesting too, because he had already stolen. Lamarck already stole the egg.
Yeah, and then his wife made him put it back, which was interesting because I'm like, did we see his wife?
No. Rusty said something about like, oh, I'm sorry about your mom. So I assume she passed away, because that would be Catherine Zeta-Jones' mom, is Lamarck's wife. Catherine Zeta-Jones is Lamarck's daughter.
Lamarck. Okay, I'm like, in my head, I was thinking that the Night Fox had already stolen it. Not Lamarck.
Lamarck already stole it.
Okay. Yes. Okay,
he stole it like decades ago.
Yes. Okay, that makes a lot more sense then.
Yeah. So it's interesting that he stole it, and then Rusty puts the backpack down. They're not selling the egg. Is Lamarck just gonna, put it back again?
Yeah, maybe Lamarck's just gonna keep it now.
Maybe he'll keep it now, because if the wife's not there to tell him to put it back.
Sorry.
But it's also, I like that ending too of, shoot, what's the bad guy's name? Terry Benedict.
Benedict, yeah.
Benedict like looking at the check and stuff, and then it cuts to the Night Fox, and it's like, the Night Fox is getting that money back.
100%. And the funny part though also is obviously that Benedict is gonna think that they're behind it.
Yeah.
Because that was like a foreshadow moment where he's like, if anything happens to this, I know. And it's like, oh shit.
Promise it wasn't us.
Yeah. So I'm guessing then, I mean, you've seen 13 then.
Yes.
So I'm guessing in 13, he's gonna take the money.
The Night Fox?
Yeah. And then Benedict is somehow gonna blame them, and maybe they're gonna have to do something. I don't know exactly how it's gonna come into play. Obviously, we're gonna have a big, elaborate
heist.
Yeah. But it's gonna have to involve still Benedict and the Night Fox. I'm excited to see who's all back, but I would assume it's gonna be pretty much all of this cast.
I can't say anything because I have seen, so I won't spoil anything. But it was cool to see this for the first time. I definitely did not see any of this movie, which is cool.
Yeah.
But this was definitely an interesting kind of change of pace from the first one. To have this competition, to have so much secrecy and not really knowing what's real, but you don't even realize that it's not real for the majority of movie. It is really interesting. Like, I want to see, when does it start to the point, I guess the train station, at that point they had already knew. So it was, I think it said like 6 days or something like that is when they met Lamarck.
Yeah.
So it's like all of those 6 days, we're just getting tricked as a viewer.
Yeah. And I mean, they're working to trick the Night Fox.
Right. Yeah. But I thought it was a lot of fun. I thought, going to so many locations and having so many new characters that played interesting wrinkles. I do know events of the 13th movie, and I do know some people who are in it, but there's still some parts that I'm fuzzy on. So it's like, I don't really know if there's certain characters from this one that continue into the next one, but it would be cool to have a lot of these people. And it would be interesting to know if Catherine Zeta-Jones, is she still gonna play good cop or something?
Yeah, it's interesting because obviously, it seems her and Rusty are like kind of together here at the end.
Yeah.
And then to find out about her dad as well. So it'd be interesting to see if she's like gonna try to continue this relationship with both Rusty and her dad while working and maybe just not being involved in any cases involving them. I don't know.
There should be an after credit scene where she just like punches her dad and puts handcuffs. Be like, I got him. I finally got him. It's also interesting that they're like all down. Like they did spend money, but they had to give a lot of it back to Terry Benedict.
Yeah.
And then the remaining balance was paid off by the Night Fox. So I'm like, dang, I don't know if they kept the egg or not, but I kind of wish they did and sell it so that they could all be up again, because all of these guys are essentially broke now.
Yeah. So I guess maybe that's how it's going to come into play, that they're going to need some money now.
Yeah, they're back to zero.
Yeah, they're back to broke. So I'm excited to watch the 13th film, Ocean's 13, kind of see how this all wraps up and see kind of who comes back and stuff. But I really enjoyed this one.
It was also hilarious that the whole Julia Roberts thing.
Yes. Okay, first of all, I was so confused the first time that got brought up because I thought they were talking about Catherine Zeta-Jones's character.
Oh, okay.
So when they were like, oh, looks like her, I was like, they don't look alike.
Right.
But I didn't realize they were talking about Tess. So I loved bringing that in. I love the cameo with Bruce Willis as well.
Yeah, he almost fucked everything up.
Yeah, and the phone call with Julia talking to Tess. So all of that was a lot of fun. I love when like films can kind of be like self-aware and poke a little fun.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of fun.
Even to the point where they're like, you don't look like her at all.
The nose, maybe.
So that was cool. I feel like it didn't take itself too serious as like, you know, oh my God, such an elaborate heist movie. It just had fun and we had fun.
Yeah, no, I thought this was great. First film also obviously was great. So I'm excited to see Ocean's 13 next.
So if you'd like to see the full length reaction for this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you'd like to interact with us on any other types of social media, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, peace everyone.
Bye.
Bye.